Hello, today I would like to address one very interesting issue called biometrics. In immigration, it's critical because it doesn't matter if people coming from visa-exempt country or from visa-required country, they still need biometrics. And biometrics are distinguished between temporary visa biometrics and permanent residency biometrics. And the difference is such that one is valid pretty much uh, for 10 years once you have it done, and another one for permanent residency is required every time you file application for permanent residency. And basically the reason is quite simple. The threshold of biometrics verification is related to immigration process, because if you're temporary resident, if you're seeking the status of temporary resident in Canada, we're talking about Canada today specifically, definitely you're not immigrating. And for permanent residency, definitely you would like to immigrate, and that's why every time you file your application, Immigration Canada requests biometrics to be done again and again, and you have to pay, of course. So from a perspective of temporary application, definitely if you pass one time biometrics and it's valid for 10 years, you don't have to pay if you requested to pass again. Government may request, because many reasons actually exist for that, and you don't have to argue if they request it. It means they have a reason. But if you pass it within the last 10 years, they probably 99.9 they will not request you to pay. So you don't have to go again if you have biometrics done for temporary and you're applying again for another temporary status. But if you apply for PR status, then you have to file another biometrics fee and actually pass another biometrics. Do they differ? Well, I think they are different because they go into different levels of security and criminality background checks, and authorities approach this differently. So another thing, if you already submitted PR and application is in process and you have paid for your biometrics, then the law require people to file for permanent residency once, of course, you're in process, and then if you apply for PR, you have to apply for temporary status. And the situation is not that rare. For example, our clients for startup visa applying for work permit, for example, or for visitor visa, business visitor visa, or personal visa, and they want to come to Canada. This is valid for temporary status as well. So see the superior level of biometrics for permanent residency, and for temporary residency, it's inferior. So pay attention to those, and definitely not be surprised if government of Canada requests you to pass biometrics again. With that, stay safe, subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, pass it to someone you think can benefit from this.